It's time now for Carter's Corner. Everything Bay Area sports on the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. Here is your host, Carter Kim.
Hello, welcome back to Carter's Corner here on Northern California Sports and Entertainment. I am Carter Kim here with you on this Monday. And right now, the game is far from over, but oh man, Mets. The Mets, man. They have been playing really well. Mark Vientos and Francisco Lindor have been fantastic today. Let me just get the stats. Brandon Nimmo is currently up to bat with 2 outs. A 2-1 count right now. And I think I'm going to be following this game for pretty much the entire stream. It is now, all right, 2-1 count. It's now a 3-1 count for Brandon Nimmo. 3-1 count. Brandon Nimmo. Top of the 6th, 2 outs on the board. Nimmo looking to get on base. Nimmo. Honeywell deals, but it's a strike on a four seam at the bottom of the zone. But yeah, the Mets have been playing absolutely fantastic today. All the credit to them from bouncing back from yesterday. Later today will be the Cleveland Guardians versus the New York Yankees. The 2 forever Giants on that roster. Alex Cobb and Carlos Rodon will be playing. That'll be fun. And he shoots it into right, but it's caught by Mr. Mookie Betts. All right, cool. I mean, there we go. Let's look. Just looking at the box score, it's been a fantastic day today. Francisco Lindor has been great. Mark Vientos has been fantastic. Pete Alonso and Marte have contributed. Winkers contributed. Iglesias has gotten a hit. So has Tyrone Taylor. I mean, great day for Mets baseball. They've been playing great so far. How did Vientos suddenly become a star all of a sudden? I don't know, man. That dude looks like – I really can say that he might be like the next Alex Bregman. Like, undoubtedly. I'm not sure if I can say that undoubtedly, but, like, when I watch the dude play, the defense isn't the best. I'm keeping it real because his defense is not as good as Alex Bregman. Let me just take a look at Mark Vientos really quick because – looking at Vientos, his defense is not good, not good at all, actually. But he's been fantastic as a hitter this year, and he's looking great at a position of need at the hot corner. And if he continued to play this way, I don't see a reason why he can't be one of the next stars of baseball. I mean, third base. I mean, looking at how things are shaping up for the Mets, you have shortstop, third base, second base, and first base locked down. First base, if you resign Pete Alonso, along with a decent number of pitchers going to be coming up soon from the farm, an outfield with Brandon Nimmo being the veteran. They're going to fill the rest of those spots eventually. I mean, the Mets' future also looks bright. I mean, Vientos is only 24. Don't you dare say the Mets will win the series. Karma's real, blow. Don't we have to reverse jinx this. Moji, here's the deal. Morkatna will tell you this. On this piece of paper, I have written my predictions. Okay? I have written my predictions. I have not said what they are. Okay? I haven't even spoken the words of what I think they will be. But on this piece of paper, which is as of right now sealed with a little sticky substance, like this is a Post-it note, this will tell us if I was right. But as of right now, I'm not saying a damn word, okay? Until the CSs, both CSs are over, I'm not saying a word. It's right here. And you and everybody else in this chat will remind me, hey, Carter, what were your predictions? And I will open that note for us once the CS is over. But until then, we'll see. But yeah. But Mark Vientos, very good player. Like, unbelievable rise. I mean, Brett Baty, I don't know what the heck was going on with that dude. Like, seriously, Brett Baty was – hold on. Oh, shoot. Let me just get my let me just find him. Brett Baty. I mean, he was, if I'm not mistaken, really bad when he was up here at third base. He was also really bad. I mean – yeah, at no point during the season did he look good. He got sent back down once Mark Vientos came back up. I mean, Vientos has been absolutely fantastic. I love how he's been playing. He's just been such a good, solid player for that team. I mean, He provides a threat at a position of need. He's been great. And here we go. Sean Manaea has currently got an 0-2 count on Mookie Betts. So that'll be interesting. Bottom of the sixth, nobody out. Mookie Betts, 0-2 count. Manaea. Oh. Sorry, let me just fix that. Terribly sorry, everybody. All right, Manaea, 0-2 count. Bottom of the sixth, nobody out. He deals. It's just above the zone on a sinker to Mookie Betts. I mean, it's been a very interesting day, man. To say the least. I mean, I can't wait to see how this goes, but yeah, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Manaea. Keep dealing. I mean, yeah, he's been fantastic today. Sean Manaea has been absolutely fantastic today. I mean, I'm looking at his numbers. He's only allowed 2 hits today. He's been fantastic. Only 1 earned run. It was on home run from Max Muncy. That dude's trash, by the way. He's so bad. But yeah, it's good to see things going well for Manaea. But yeah, this has been a great year for Manaea, and he's going to really take it into a contract year, which is impressive. And he deals, and it's just away, and it's a 3-2 count. Not a great place to work yourself into after a great count that you had there. Yeah, here we go. Manaea pitches, and it's just away to Mookie Betts. And yeah, that's a bad pitch. He was pitching around Mookie, which was not good. Especially considering the fact that he's been owning Mookie today. But yeah. Yeah, just a great day, though, from him. I mean, bottom of the sixth, no outs, runner on first, Mookie Betts. Teoscar Hernandez is up to face Sean Manaea. He deals on, yikes. He's lost his command. He's not in a great command spot right now. He's got to at least get 1 more out and then pass it off to the bullpen. Manaea, 1-0 count. Runner on first, nobody out. Pitches. And, oh, man, I thought it got framed. That was a good pitch. All right, if he walks him here, they're bringing in someone from the bullpen. Do you know who's in the bullpen right now? Let's find out. I think it's it's a fly ball from Teoscar. I mean, I'm assuming they bring in Garrett. I'm assuming they'd bring in Garrett at this point. I don't think they'll bring in Peterson after yesterday. So Garrett maybe, or was Garrett? Oh no, it's Phil Maton. Phil Maton. It's Phil Maton in the bullpen right now. Yikes! 3-1 count. If he walks him again here, it's gonna be they bring in Maton to close up the inning. The thing is, they might actually give him a shot at Freeman, but I would not recommend it personally. He has to get him out here, in my opinion, because you cannot. Now Maton's been good. I like Maton. Maton's been good. He's been solid. I'm not gonna say he's been fantastic or lighting the world on fire, but he's certainly been great. He's been good this October. They need reliable relievers who can be firemen for you if things go wrong, especially if you have runners on base. Tyler Matzik and AJ Minter were examples of that with the Braves. There you go. There's the walk. All right. They're probably going to take. Yeah. His command's gone. His command's gone right now. I'm wondering if they're going to let him face Freeman. Yeah. No, they're going to let him face Freeman, I think. They're going to try and induce a double play. They're going to let him try and induce a double play, but it's a little risky in my opinion. Especially against a hitter as good as Freeman. I would not be inclined to mess around with him, but he's got him out twice today, so you might as well give him a shot at it. If you can get 1 out and then pass it off to the bullpen, that would be huge. But you do not want to give him a chance to hit something, especially to a hitter like Freddie Freeman. Oh, God. My freaking... Painful. I've been working out, so it's just my shoulders are not in great shape right now. All right, here we go. Manaea, 85 pitches, bottom of the sixth, no outs, runners on first and second. Mookie Betts and Teoscar Hernandez. Freddie Freeman looking to give the Dodgers a chance. Well, yeah, that seems to be the case. I mean, is it just me or does 5 feet lead feel like a 1 or 2 run lead when we're talking about the Dodgers? Well, the Dodgers, their lineup is good enough to a point where you're never feeling safe, and it's kind of annoying if I'm being honest, because if the right pitcher, you can really, really do damage to that lineup. Manaea, 0-1 count, bottom of the 6th, no outs. He deals, and it's an error by Iglesias. And yeah, that's just awful. That is an awful one from Iglesias. That is a bad error. And he allows he allows Freddie Freeman to get on base. And now the fans of murder are now cheering. But yeah. Man, Iglesias, that's a double play. It spiked off the mound and got on a weird hop. And that's just annoying. That's just annoying. That should have been an easy play to make. Are you kidding? But it just took a hop off the mound. It took a hop off the mound and just... Yeah, Manaea lost his command that inning and walked too many people. And yes, the fans of murder now have their trash and overpaid catcher up to play. I mean, yeah, that should not have happened. That was a easy... I mean, yeah, I know that was off the mound, but seriously, you should have been able to make that play easily. The Dodgers have only gotten 2 hits today. They shelled that bum Landon Knack. That was impressive, too. You got to at least get a double play here and get some people out, because right now it's not looking good. Yeah, against the Phillies, he had 2 really good games versus the Phillies. He had 1 bad game against the Brewers, but he has been pretty good in most situations. Because yeah, I'm looking at his game log. Most of the season, he's actually been pretty solid for the most part. Will Smith has the most punchable face in all of MLB. No, he really does. I mean, listen, Will Smith isn't actually that good, like Dodgers fans say he is. He's trash. I want to be clear. He's trash. He's so bad. Listen, Patrick Bailey is given a lot of crap for how badly he's been playing, but his stats and Will Smith's stats are literally the same, which is hilarious to me. And honestly, Will Smith is just not even that good, dude. He's not that good. Look at Will Smith's advanced stats and look at Patrick Bailey's. They're practically the same. What does Will Smith have that Patrick Bailey doesn't? Seriously. This is what I mean when I say, oh, yeah, like the Dodgers actually can't develop anybody on the farm. I mean, this is what I mean when I say that. I mean, everyone said I was weird for saying that the Dodgers aren't actually that good of a team. Okay? If you look at the Dodgers and their team, all they are good at is buying superstars. Everybody that they have developed on the farm has been trash. Chris Taylor, trash. Corey Seager and Cody Bellinger don't even play for them anymore. All right, and they're not even that good as they used to be, except for Seager. He's still good. But then you look at Landon Knack, trash. Bobby Miller, trash. Gavin Stone, trash. I really don't want to hear like all the other BS that everyone else says, like, oh yeah, no, like if the Dodgers couldn't field like a third of their roster, oh yeah, we'd be. No, it's not about that, okay? It's not about, oh yeah, the Dodgers are actually a bad team. They're not a bad team right now. But the truth is, they're not actually that good at developing prospects. That was the point I was making when I was saying that. It wasn't about, oh yeah, that team's actually bad or something. No, it's about the fact that we as a team, the Giants, are just the same at developing prospects as they are. Will Smith is trash. I really mean that. He's trash. I'm willing to bet he grounds into a double play right here. It's a high in the sky pop-up. Please tell me infield fly is enforced. Yeah, there you go. That's 1 down, and Will Smith whiffs with the bases loaded. They need to limit it to them at 2 runs at most. Yeah, I agree. You can't let them get more than 2 runs here. If you get more than 2 runs, then they're back in the game. And honestly, you really shouldn't even let them get 2 runs. If you let them get 2 runs, you're in a save situation, and that can be even worse. Maton pitch outside to Edman. It's strike 1. He might K this dude. Let's find out. Tommy Edman. It's apparently good with the bases loaded. I don't know. 0-1 count. Maton to Edman. Bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded. And he gets a strike with a cutter up top. It's a great pitch. Great call from Alvarez. All right, 0-2 count. Bottom of the 1st. Bottom of the 6th. 1 out. No. No. Please don't. Please tell me I'm not like behind in the broadcast. Oh my God. What is the fielding, man? Are you kidding? The fielding is just atrocious, bro. Are you serious? Man, the fielding is just atrocious. What is that, Pete Alonso? God, that is awful. Dude, that you're playing easily. Dude, Freddie Freeman was like blocking the ball too. Dude, what is that fielding, Pete Alonso? You gotta eat that up. Oh my God, yeah. But the thing is about the Freeman running interference, like that's actually allowed, which is surprising. It is allowed, but like, come on, man. Like that is some annoying ass. Cause that's still Pete Alonso's fault. You need to make that play. You gotta make that play. That's just inexcusable, in my opinion. You got to make that play. Maton really is taking care of Manaea's mess right now, trying to keep it under control. Dude, I'm sorry, but that's just such a bad fielding play. That's such a bad fielding play. Yeah, you need a double play here. 2-0 count. Maton to Muncy. Bottom of the 6th. Runners on the corners. Deals. It's a strike right down the middle on some tunnel. I know Freddie Freeman was in the way, but it's like that's technically legal, and Pete Alonso needed to make that play. Bottom line, you need to make that play. All right, 2-1 count, bottom of the 6th. Runners on the corners, only 1 out. Maton deals. And it's a strike bait with a cutter. Great pitch from Maton. All right, I need to keep the 3-run lead. Yeah, totally. All right, 3-2 count. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Maton to Muncy. Oh, my God. They load the bases. God damn. Hold on. There's something going outside my room. Give me a second. All right, there we go. Kike Hernandez, famously not swearer of this. Oh my God, this is a problem right now. They loaded up the bases and they're just in a position now. That's just bad. 6-3, bottom of the 6th, 1 out on the board, bases loaded. Maton trying to keep this inning under his control. He deals. And foul. God, that's a hot shot up the left. A 1 count, bottom of the 6th. One out on the board. Runners, bases loaded. Mates on. He deals. It's just high. All right. Bottom of the 6th, 1-1 count. 1 out. Runners, bases loaded. Maton gets a strike. 1-2 count on a cutter up top. Good pitch. It's a nice cutter for sure. One-two count. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Runners, bases loaded. They got the double play. They actually got, okay, that's huge. Maton managed to douse the fire. That's huge. Oh, that could have been bad. Hey, what the hell is that? Are you serious? What the hell is that? Oh my God, they just slid hard into Francisco Lindor. That's wild to me, bro. Someone's taking lessons from Chase Utley. Are you serious? Someone's apparently taking lessons from Chase Utley, and the whole thing I said about Mark Vientos' fielding comes to light. Max Muncy taking lessons from Chase Utley. Are you kidding me? That's awful. That is just awful. Nah, he's out. Alonso's got it. Yeah, he's got it. His foot's, oh no, his foot was on the bag when he caught the ball. Dude, it doesn't. The thing is, even if they challenge it, the problem is at second base, Max Muncy did a Chase Utley impression and just slammed into Jose Iglesias. That's some dirty shit, bro. That is just awful. Yeah, that's out anyway. But still, that is just a dirty play from Max Muncy. Just sliding dirty into Jose Iglesias. Doing his Chase Utley impression. Like, that's dirty, bro. Are you kidding me? That is so dirty. Yeah, anyway, Peter Alonso has him out for sure. Iglesias managed to persevere through a terrible slide. Are you kidding me? That is awful, bro. He slides like into Iglesias' leg. Shades of Chase Utley versus the Mets in 2016, whichever year that was. That's some dirty stuff right there, bro. Are you kidding me? That is so awful. That is awful. Yeah. Max Muncy's trash anyway, though. So. Okay, but seriously, I got to talk about something, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen who are here in this chat. I'm just going to show everybody this. These are Will Smith's advanced metrics right here. This is everything that is good about him. This is his average and everything else for the season. He's actually terrible as a defender, by the way. He is not good at any of that stuff. I just want to clarify this before I show you another thing. So you look at all this stuff, you're like, oh, yeah, he's actually got decent stats when he's actually pretty damn trash if you actually look at the value of his stuff. And then I want to show you guys something else entirely. Every Dodgers fan talks trash about Patrick Bailey and how good he is. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about this. Patrick Bailey quite literally has the same statistics as him. His stats here might not look the same, but everything else, including here, is actually better. He's a better fielder. He's better at base running. His batting is better. Seriously, I don't want to hear a damn thing about how good the Dodgers farm system is anymore, because it's not actually that good. Round 1, pick 13. Come on. I'm just saying for the record, like, the Dodgers don't actually have that good of a farm system. All right. Max Muncy, trash. Chris Taylor, trash. Justin Turner, trash. All right. I want to be clear about all of that. Okay. All those guys are trash. Outman, trash. Okay. all these guys, they're not actually that good. All right. We have a better team that was built from a farm than them. And honestly, they're not even that. And that's not saying a lot considering all of our stars are like Ramos and Fitz and other people. I mean, come on. But seriously, though, Max Muncy, screw you, sincerely. That is a dirty-ass slide on Iglesias. Like, you just had to be Chase Utley in this series. Like, come on. I really just got shades of Chase Utley, like, again. Like, even if Pete Alonso didn't have that out and his foot was off the bag, the Mets can challenge and say, oh, wait, at second base, you know, if he hadn't made that dirty slide, he could easily have made that out. Did he? I mean, come on. That is some of the dirtiest stuff I've ever seen, bro. That's awful. That's so awful. Like, that is just awful. Plain and simple. That is just a dirty, dirty play. Are you kidding me? He slides right into Iglesias' knee. That's awful. Yeah, good double play, but that is just a dirty ass slide, in my opinion. Just a dirty slide. Yeah, apparently the game's back, but still. He's practically the same. Mets need more runs, much, much more. Yeah, they do. You need to get more runs here. All right, 1-1 count to Pete Alonso. Top of the seventh. I mean, they need to close out the next 3 innings. The bullpen basically needs to be the thing now, in my opinion. 1-1 count, top of the seventh, and Pete Alonso waves at a slider that's low and away. I mean, that's some chicken you-know-what, bro. That is chicken you-know-what. Like, are you kidding me? That is chicken you-know-what from Max Muncy. That is such a dirty slide. Are you kidding me? Like, why the hell are you doing that? I get there's a need to break up plays, but seriously, that's dangerous as hell. You did not have to do that. It's dirty as hell, man. You did not have to do that. That's awful. That's simply awful. Like, don't even. Ay, ay, ay. All right, 0-1 count. Starling Marte. Marte gets a sinker on the inside. I mean, seriously, man, like everyone acts like the Dodgers are this class organization and they just do shit like that all the damn time. They let fans kill other fans. Like, yeah. Marte hits it down the line. It is a fair ball. He looks like he's going to get a double right here. And he is to second base, standing up. And top of the seventh, 1 out. Starling Marte, all set at second base. That's just baseball or what it used to be. Yeah, I know, I get it, but seriously, that's against the rules, bro. Like, if you seriously you're going as far as to break the rules in that situation just to stop somebody from getting it out, especially if that can break somebody's leg. That's insane to me. That's just so insane to me. Yeah, I get it. That's just baseball or what it used to be. That doesn't make it right to break somebody's leg, especially just to stop them from getting it out. I mean, I get it. You have runners on base. You want to win, but that's some dirty stuff to do, especially after what Chase Utley did to Ruben Tejada. But yeah, I get it, though. I get it. I really get it. I get all the old heads saying that. I just don't like it when people act like it's kind of all like especially since I know for a fact Max Muncy would be like tripping if someone did that to his teammate. Carr, did you pick the Dodgers to win today? No, I did not. And here, I will do an explanation for you too, skaters. On this piece of paper, I have written my predictions for for the Champion Series for the NL and the AL. At the end of those series, I will open this piece of paper and tell you who I thought were going to win. If I haven't even said these names out loud or what I think is going to happen out loud. I haven't told anybody what I think. I'm not going to say a word either, skaters. So until the Champion Series are over, this is going to be up on my shelf and it's going to be safe. No, you got to say now, I'm not letting y'all do the Vegas thing, okay? No, not happening, okay? Just no. Not happening, okay? I'm not letting this happen. I can pull the paper out and say who I picked after too. I mean, yeah, but I'm going after. I know you can. It's just like, I'm not saying mine because everyone says, oh yeah, Carter jinxes everything. So no, I'm not doing it. Give you a hint? No. It's the team wearing. No, actually, no. I'm not saying a damn word. Okay, no, nothing. Not a word. Okay, but yeah, 1 2 count to Winker, and he strikes out easily to Honeywell. I don't know what the heck they're doing with Honeywell, just dealing out of his mind right now. But no, skaters, no emoji, no everybody. I'm not gonna tell a single soul what I think this one. No, it's not nobody. Okay, there's no. And in fact, this is a fake piece of paper. I haven't written my predictions at all. No, I actually do have my predictions here, but I'm not going to tell y'all until the Champion Series is over. Once the Champion Series is over, I will open up this paper. I literally wrote the date of when I did this on it, and we will know. But yeah, if I was right or if I was wrong. We know it's fake. It's not fake. And I will prove it to you the day the CS is over. Trust me. All right. 1-0 count, and it's a ball. Okay. It's a really good pitch, but that's a ball. That's a strike, but 2-0 count. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Jose Iglesias up to bat against Brett Honeywell Jr., who sounds more like a cereal brand than an actual baseball player. He deals. And Iglesias fouls off a slider, which he got him to nibble at. Look at this. I mean this. Look at it. No. We'll see, though. We'll see if I'm hoping that these predictions are right. Christian and I are going live tonight, 7:30 to 8. Let's heat it up before Eric and Glenn go at 8. This is very, very fun. This is the most fun. I want to be clear. This is the most fun in baseball, October baseball. Other than when your team plays. It's the most exciting time of the baseball season. Baseball in October. But yeah, 2-2 count, top of the 7th, 2 outs. Iglesias with a runner on second. Honeywell deals, and he strikes out. That's like 3 sliders on the outside that he swung at. That is awful at bats from Iglesias again. Dodgers losing is the funniest thing next to Giants winning. Yeah, that's true. I love watching the Giants win, but the Dodgers losing is also pretty funny, honestly. I can't believe this. I can't believe that bum Will Smith is being paid $200 and some million. Hey, more cat now. What's up? I just told, 7, 8, 9 have been pretty bad for the Mets. But Markatna, I just told skaters this little story. You saw me write this on stream. Just tell him that this is legit. I really need to let everybody know, like, this is how I'm going to be doing things from now on. I will write my predictions on a piece of paper, and I won't say a word to anybody about how I think this is going to go. Yeah, that was just that's a crooked one. But yeah, now the Mets have to close out these next 3 innings easily. Ow, man. It hurts so bad. Oh, my shoulders. Oh my gosh, that is just a. But yeah, that's a tough one. The 7, 8, 9 have been pretty bad for the Mets skaters. They have just not been delivering. Yeah, overall the 7, 8, 9 are 2 for 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. 2 for 8. They are 2 for 8 overall. That's not good. And yeah, the top of the order has actually been carrying them tonight, which is pretty impressive. Vientos, Lindor. Yeah, they've been great. Just gotta get this up on the screen. Man. Bichette or Adames for the Giants, who would you want more? I'd probably want Adames because he steals bags and he can get massive hits. I'm more of a guy who's inclined to him because he's got more defensive value as well. I mean, if you actually look up his defensive metrics and compare them to Bichette, they definitely look a little better. Hold on, let me just Adames and Bo Bichette. Let's just look at these two. I mean, better defense. If you want better defense and really good hitting, then you'd probably want Willy Adames. But if you want better hitting, but if you want okay, I don't know how to explain this. Like, the thing is, 2023 Bo Bichette was like really good. He was like 290 in 2022, 306 in 2023. He was great. The thing is, though, in this last year, he's been really bad. Part of that's due to injury, and he's actually been better defensively. But I'm wondering, though, if Adames would be the better option because he's actually just as good defensively, and he's got better hitting. And stolen bases are definitely needed on this team. I mean, yeah, we need people to steal bags. At least like one or two people that can steal at least 20, in my opinion. No Kim, right? I don't think we should go for Kim. And besides, he is also having a whatchamacallit. He's having a massive like shoulder surgery, like a labrum surgery, I believe. And we know all about that. So signing an injured player would also be an issue. I don't think he's ready in time for spring ball, especially at this point in the season. He would have to go for 6 months and he'd be back in the middle of the season. And I really don't want to do the Farhan thing where we just start signing injured players. And it's foul. All right. But yeah, I'm not inclined to say Kim, but it depends. Both are good options. I mean, between Bichette and Adames, I would be more inclined to Adames because he's got a little more power, more home runs, more stolen bases. And Bichette's just a little he's a little injury prone as well. So I wouldn't be inclined to him. I'd be more inclined to Adames. But also the problem with getting Adames is that he's going to be commanding a lot of money. If we wanted to try and trade for Bichette, it's more manageable. And in foul territory, Alonso gets the catch. And I agree. We don't want Fitz there next year. We don't want Fitz there next year. We need a shortstop. Listen, I think Fitz has actually been pretty good at shortstop. I don't think he's been bad. I think he's just has a couple issues to work out there. Listen, if he starts to struggle at shortstop, then maybe we bring somebody up to fill his role. I mean, but I think that he's been doing a good job there. I think second base is a little more negotiable. Adames means probably no Soto trade for Bichette. Maybe they can still pay Soto. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we have to do chess when it comes to these things. I mean, I would be screw it, sign Adames and put second base. I mean, the thing is about Fitz, I want Fitz to have a role on this roster somehow. I mean, I want him to be. If he has to play like right field, then fine. But because Fitz is a very toolsy player that can adapt, but I want to see him play shortstop or second base in the middle infield. But I think that if I was going to say one or the other, if Soto has to be the main priority, then I think, yeah, Fitz is going to be our Chris. I don't think Fitz is going to be the Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor's trash. He's a bad hitter, and he's only good defensively. I mean, I would be more inclined to say something like, I don't know, like put Fitz at like second base or shortstop. I mean, but I think second base would probably be the best for Fitz, and then we find the shortstop. I think Bichette would be a great option. It's just iffin. That's what you mean. Just mean he'll play everywhere. Okay, then yeah, I think he'd probably be like right field. If we were gonna do the whole like bit that Moji is saying and sign both of them, I don't think we should sign both of them. I think it should be something like I would personally recommend something like Fitz goes second base. We get a shortstop, whether it's Adames or Bichette, and then Fitz could be your new Wade, as in Lamont Wade. I don't know about that. I mean, I would be more inclined to put Fitz at second base, in my opinion. Fitz would be my second base guy. And then from there, I would want ideally, it would be Adames at shortstop and then Soto in right field. That would be the ideal way of doing it, I think. Fitz ain't playing first base. I mean, you're all the time pitch hit. I don't really Fitz. I think he's really good as a starting middle infielder. I think that, again, I say this about prospects and young players all the time. I say, listen, if you can show me flashes of what you can be at a consistent basis, I want to see that all the time. So I want to see him as a middle infield, second base, first base type of guy. Sorry, not first base, second base, shortstop type of guy, or see if we can move him to the field. I don't know. Fitz is fast too, so they can bring him in late for a pinch hit. Listen, I really don't want to see Fitz as just a glorified Chris Taylor, in my opinion. I think he can be. I think I want to see him not as a utility player, but I want to see him solidified somewhere. And if that's second base, then that's very cool. I remember a game versus the Dodgers where he played well there. So putting him there would be ideal for me. And his bat was great that day. So I'd be inclined to see him at second base, and then have one of those two guys, Adames and Bichette, come in. And then we talk about right field with Soto. But this is going to be a while from now. Thankfully, we can talk about this. But I would prefer to see Fitz ideally playing every day instead of being this platoon guy or a pinch run guy. I want to see him be like running the bases all the time with Jung-Hoo Lee and all these other people. I want to see him be a consistent player on this team, a starter. And that would mean second base, partnering up with Adames or Bichette. And then right field will always be talking about Soto, but we'll see. All right. We are back in the bottom of the seventh, I believe. We're back in the bottom of the seventh. Oh, God. Ryan Stanek has been – is that Ryan Stanek or is it Ryan Stanek? Ryan Stanek, yeah. He's been a little shaky this postseason, Ryan Stanek, but he's been okay. Ryan Stanek to Mookie Betts. He pitches, and it's a foul off on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. But yeah, here we go. 0-1 count, 1 out. Man on second. They're probably going to try and have Shohei try and steal second here. That's my theory. If it gets to outs. Stanek pitches. It's a great split at the top of the zone. Elevated splitter. I like that. 0-2 count, bottom of the seventh, 1 out. Stanek trying to put away Mookie Betts. Stanek's going to open him up with something breaking right here. I guarantee it. And he strikes him out with a four-seam up top again. And Mookie Betts continues his postseason woes. There we go. Next up will be Teoscar Hernandez. I mean, that was a great couple pitches. Sped him up with a fastball away. And Mookie was way late to the party. Great pitch. All right. Bottom of the seventh, 2 outs, man on first, and it's a 99-mile-per-hour fastball up and in to Teoscar Hernandez. 0-1 count, bottom of the seventh, 2 outs. Stanek trying to put away Hernandez. Oh, inning over? All right, cool. Thank you, Moji. Appreciate it. All right, there you go. Vientos gets him out, and the inning is over. All right. I mean, you'll take that. All right, top of the eighth now. The Mets need to get insurance runs, in my opinion. They need insurance runs at all costs, in my opinion. I mean, I'm looking at them on the screen right now, y'all. I'm talking about I'm talking about Bichette and Adames. I mean, they're both good. The problem was with Bichette this year, is that he just took a massive, again, it's probably due to the fact that he was injured a lot, but it's also like, honestly, if we could get a bargain for Bichette, if we went to the Toronto Blue Jays and said, "Hey, we want Bo Bichette. What do you need from him? We'll give you this guy and this guy for him," and they say yes, then sure. I don't want to give up like Wisenhunt or somebody like that, but if we're trying to get him, like, I'm cool with it. It's just got to be like a reasonable thing. It can't be like top prospects, in my opinion, especially considering how bad Bichette was last year. We don't want to be like, oh yeah, we're going to give you a top prospect instead for Bichette, especially considering how like middling or even bad Bichette was last year. So I would be more inclined to say, yo, go get him. Go get Bichette, especially if we're looking to sign Juan Soto. And Willy Adames is going to ask for a massive contract. And let me check. Let's see if this is true. I'm pretty sure Adames is no, he's not. He's not a Boris client. All right. But yeah, he's going to be a guy that commands a premium contract this offseason. So I would be inclined to say go get Bichette and make him come here. The thing is, though, I'm worried because Bichette was really bad last year, and I'm hoping that he can be better. I do think a lot of it was due to injuries, but yeah, I think mentally Bichette doesn't want to be in Toronto either. Change of scenery will help him. Yeah, and also, like, considering the fact that we have Barry Bonds and a lot of the other hitting coaches hanging around the batting cages all the time, I mean, Bichette can help learn again. He can get better again. I mean, again, the defense might be a question mark, but I think I can trust him to get better than what he is right now. I mean, if he can be a guy that can just, get back in a little bit, I think he can be a better player again. It's just Bichette. Yeah. I mean, dude, Bichette will excel next to his old friend Chapman. I mean, that's true as well. I mean, if he's playing with Chapman, it will also be good for him because both of them will be able to say, oh yeah, we rejuvenated with our careers. We're looking a little better. And I think that with all those things considered, I think that Bichette would be the ideal thing, but I do not want to give up top prospects or capital for him. If we are going to go get him, it has to be for something fair, especially considering how bad he was last year. He was hitting 225 with a 277 on-base percentage and a 322 slugging. He was not great last year. If we can get him for something like a lower level prospect or two lower level prospects, I'm cool with it. It's just got to be reasonable. Chapman and Bichette are good friends too. That's who I think was messaging when Chapman said he would help recruit. I mean, yeah, there you go. It's possible. And if Chapman is, and we all know Chapman is a class act and a good dude, he's going to say what he thinks is going on. And if that is the case, then he would probably be the perfect person to bring here, considering that he's one of Chapman's guys. I just don't know who we have in Toronto that would want. I mean, let's look at the prospect list really quick. I mean, if we're talking like maybe like Mason Black or like, I don't know, someone like Meckler, Mason Black and Meckler. What do you think of that? Because I think that could be possible. Mason Black and Wade Meckler, possibly. I don't know if that's necessarily the best, but I think it could be good. Meckler, I mean, yeah. If we could like swing like Mason Black and Meckler and maybe a couple other decent people, then it's very possible. VR too. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like Black, VR, and Meckler. I mean, that's several guys who they could use later in the future, especially Meckler and whatchamacallit, Black. I mean, yeah. No, I'm not saying this will work either, but I certainly think like of all the people that I look at on the prospect list that we have, like those guys would be the most reasonable because I don't want to give up Wisenhunt or Tibbs or Jordan or Arias. I don't want to give up Reggie Crawford or Trevor McDonald. So Meckler and Black. I mean, Black's a top 10 prospect on the farm system. And Luciano, and then we get Vladdy. I mean, I don't know. Vladdy, I feel like they're just going to try and find a way to pay Vladdy to be a Blue Jay for life. I mean, listen, us getting Vladdy too, the issue with that would be like where will we put him? I mean, yeah, Vladdy could be a DH, but he's always been good at first base. And the thing is, his secondary position, third base, is currently being filled by Matty Ice. So, yeah. All right. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing goes. But, yeah, hold on. Give me a second. I just need to – I have a message coming in. Did they get a hit? Please tell me they got him. Yeah, no, I need the Mets to get more runs here. Alvarez, full count. Well, it's a time violation. Yeah, time violation. My favorite rule. Would I trade Eldridge for Vladdy? No. Listen, I think Vladdy is a fantastic player, but I really do want to see what we have with Eldridge. Listen, I think that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is one of the most impressive prospects I've seen. Is a really good player. Sorry, not a prospect. He's a big leaguer. He's a great player. And he's had a great bounce back from last year where he was really blah. And now he's gone back to being a superstar. I'm just, and yes, I get it. Vladimir Guerrero is proven, but I would be inclined to say that we should try and go with Eldridge. I think. I mean, it's not really about, like, again, it's a win-win. If we got Vladdy, that'd be great. If Eldridge stays and we develop him well, that could also be great. It's just, yeah. I don't think Reggie Crawford is a bust. I think he's just under the knife and the microscope so we can get microscope so they can get his arm raised. It's just the lame modern pitching. Listen, it's a home run swing. Oh, that was a cutter that he could have easily cracked. I mean, yeah, I agree. Listen, the ills of modern pitching really are that a pitcher is often going to get injured more than not. I mean, that's just a fact of life. And honestly, you might as well just accept it. And I think Craw, I mean, from what I hear, he's a really good player when he's healthy. When he's healthy, keyword there is his health. And I do think that he can be good. It's just really about like figuring out a time for him to come up and be a reliever for this team. If he struggles at the big league level or down when he's healthy or down, oh my God, that was Reggie surgery. No, yeah, he's going to have surgery. He's having surgery on his I can't remember if it's labrum or something like that, but he has some problem with his shoulder. I don't understand why people want to trade Blue Jays players for the Blue Jays players. First base isn't a need. Shortstop, there's a free agency options, cheaper trade options. Yeah, I think that's reasonable to say. I do think that if we wanted to talk to the Blue Jays about like Bichette, it would just be like, I would say to them, listen, he's a great player in the past, but if you guys are asking us for our good prospects for a guy who was really bad last year, that's not reasonable. So we shouldn't even trade with them. I do think listen, I've never said Bichette is my ideal option. I was always a guy that said, you know what, let's go get whatchamacallit. Let's go get Willy Adames, and then we can talk a bit more. But I would prefer to go get Adames. That's just my opinion. But yeah. All these pitchers have surgery. Knock on wood. I'm surprised Webb hasn't needed it yet. I think the reason why Webb hasn't needed it yet is a little different because Webb, in my opinion, is, I mean, if you look at Webb's velocity, it's more like at 92, 93. I mean, I think looking at him just for now, I mean, looking at this right now, I think looking at all of these things, Logan, he doesn't pitch a lot of velocity. He pitches a lot more just to get ground balls and finesse and deception. I mean, he's just not a guy who like pushes his arm as hard as a guy like Garrett Cole, for example, even though Garrett Cole pitches a lot of innings. But yeah, I think Wade is good enough to good enough until Eldridge takes his job. I think it is going to be a temporary platoon with Flores or a right-handed bat and Wade until Eldridge is ready to come up. That's just my opinion. Eldridge is is such hype at this point. It feels like Luciano and Joey Bart. He has only played. Listen, again, we don't know if he's going to come up next year. I think he's going to come up next year at some point, but I do not think that we're going to push him too hard. At this point, it's not going to be a whole thing. I know Glenn thinks that it's going to be out spring training. I don't think so. It's going to be it's going to be a thing where he comes up after next year if he plays well in AAA. And again, it's not like we are immediately going to bring him up. I think that, he better not come up before the All-Star break. I think it will be sometime after the All-Star break. If he's tearing it up in AAA and he looks fantastic, I'll say, you know what, bring him up. Yeah, and that is the thing. He needs to stay up. I get it. It's just, I think that with Eldridge, I think that he is a great player. He's got the potential to be great. And every single level he's been on, except for AAA, where he's had very limited numbers, he's torn it up in every single level he's been at. Single A, high A, double A. He hasn't gotten a lot of AAA, but I trust him. Luciano and Bart were never ranked in the top 100 this high like Eldridge, and none of them climbed high as fast as they have as he has at 19 years. Exactly. Listen, I have more faith in Eldridge. And the thing is, you use Harrison as an example. Harrison's another player with a lot of potential. And yes, Matos has been a little bit of ill for us, but he did have moments. And I think that it's what Grand Admiral says. The way he's been climbing shows a lot of greatness. And it's just really about, in my opinion, giving him like a couple months or a couple more months in AAA, and if he rips it up in AAA and destroys it, I think we bring him up. If he destroys it, again, like, we don't know what's going to happen, but I really am inclined to say, like, I would trust Eldridge. I would really trust Eldridge. Harrison and Matos can still be good. They are 22 years old. All these kids are young. Just give it time. Yeah, that's the thing. Listen, I would say this every single time with all these young prospects. Like, if you can show me flashes of what you can be, then I can trust you to be better than you are now, Because, listen, I'm going to say this, for example, like, looking at Matos in particular, like he had that, 2 or 3 weeks where he ripped it apart, where he was destroying the ball. And I thought, you know what, maybe he can be something. He obviously tapered off. But I say this, like, if he could be better, then he can be something I can, like, if he can consistently show what he did those 3 weeks, then I can trust him. If he can do that, because he's shown the potential, he just needs to do that more consistently. I like Fitz at 26, like Fitz at 26 is the only one who has to tear it up now because he's a bit older. Yeah, that's the thing about Fitz, is that he is an older player. He has to play up to his standard, and I get that. Hey, all, would you guys absorb Rendon's contract if we got their prospects? Maybe trade that includes Neto. Hold on, I'll talk about this in a second, Ed. But okay, good chatting, guys. Got to run. Hope see you guys tomorrow night at 7:30 or over at Glenn and Eric at 8. Yeah, see you later, skaters. Good to see you. But that's absorbing Rendon's contract would be. I mean, Anthony Rendon, I don't want that dude on my team. Simply put, I just don't want him on my team because he just hates baseball. Like, I've never had a part of me like that listens to him and says, like, oh yeah, like let's trust a guy who is kind of a cancer over in Anaheim. And listen, getting Neto would be an interesting one, but I'm just gonna take a look at Neto. And yeah, Acuna makes a great play. Hold on, give me a second. Zach Neto. Let's just take a look at Zach Neto. I mean, I don't know. He's been okay. I don't know, though. I think he can be something. I would need Logan O'Hoppe and Ben Joyce to come with Rendon just to buy him out. No, exactly. Because Rendon, he's not worth the headache, in my opinion. It's not like he's like a Milton Bradley or Antonio Brown level cancer, but he's certainly a guy where I'm like, dude, I don't want this guy on my team. He's not a positive person in the clubhouse. He's just there to collect his paycheck. He doesn't care about baseball. And we need guys who care about baseball to be in the clubhouse. Yeah. So I would say if I seriously wanted that guy to be in my clubhouse, I would need you to literally give me everything in your farm. Great play from Brandon Nimmo to get out. Yeah, 4 more outs. There you go. But yeah, I'm sorry. Like, Rendon is just such a cancer to baseball. Like, I'm sorry, but you're getting paid to play a game. There are people in this chat who probably care more about baseball than Anthony Rendon. And he's being paid not to care. I mean, I'm sorry, but that just needs to be something that you consider. It would be funny to see Matt Rendon in proximity with Matt Williams. I mean, yeah, especially after Williams Nationals days. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I would not want to muster the headache of that dude being on this team because he's just not one of those guys where I'm like, oh yeah, he could be like a positive contributor, even though he's like injured like 50% of the time or like 70% of the time. I'm sorry, it's just like he's not worth the headache. He's not worth the injury headache. He's not worth any money. And I would basically, yeah, no, I'm not absorbing that contract. That contract is so obscenely expensive. It's not even like a joke. Like, that's a lot of money for a guy that's that bad. And that, like, just nonchalant and doesn't give a crap about the game. I know a lot of us say Camilo Doval doesn't care about baseball and he just acts really dumb all the time and like divas out, but keep it real. Like, Anthony Rendon is the worst version of a player that just doesn't care. He doesn't even have the talent anymore. He's injured all the time. But like, and the thing is also the Angels got cleaned out last season after they like did that crazy all-in push at the deadline. So they're basically like, they're not going to be able to offer us up a lot of prospects that would actually be considered valuable. Story? Like Trevor Story? Are we talking about Trevor Story, Grand Admiral? Because if that's what you're talking about, then hold on. Ow, my freaking neck. I'm just joking about the Angels. Ah, okay. Yeah, there you go. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for Trevor Story this year, man. That guy got injured. He had like that dislocation of his shoulder, and it was just that was just some crappy luck. Ow, my freaking shoulders, man. Man, come on, Standing. Just get him out, please. Brandon Nimmo made a fantastic play. You better clean up. Such a weak hit, too. Like, come on. That was not even a great hit. It was just a little, like, bouncer up the middle. All right. I mean, Jesus. The Padres are still a better team than the Mets. No, they probably are. And if we're looking at it on paper, the Padres should probably be here instead of the Dodgers. But let's keep it real. They choked the last 2 games yeah. No, if we are talking paper, yes, the Padres are clearly better than the Mets. It's not even a joke. But yeah, how is Edman 3 for 4? It's just a bizarrety of baseball, man. Like, it just happens. Like, even the most bizarre players will have like a really good day. Like, even though everybody else is bad. But yeah, the Padres are a better team than the Mets. They're just on paper, especially. It's just that team was a murderer's row, and they all just went silent against the Dodgers. Like, I don't even know how you muster up only 2 hits in the final game, man. That's trash. That's so bad. All right, 1-0 count, bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, runner on first. Stanek to Muncy. He deals. And it's a fastball top of the zone. Good pitch. It's fouled off. I shouldn't hunch over right now. Who is more insufferable, Muncy or Will Smith? I mean, both of them are the worst. I mean, they're not even that good. Like, they're not even that good. They're trash. I'm keeping it real. They're so bad. Like, listen, I don't care what anyone says about Max Muncy playing well against us or whatever. He's trash. He is trash. I don't want to hear a damn thing because in reality, they're carried by the superstars on their team. Like, Max Muncy is trash. Seriously. Will Smith. Everyone talks trash about Patrick Bailey. Will Smith is the exact same thing, but he's being paid like hundreds of $1 million more. He's trash. It's gross knowing that Muncy and Taylor are Dodgers because of Farhan. Yeah, it makes sense. Because Max Muncy is so bad. He's trash, bro. He's so bad. I would not trust him with anything. He's such a bad player, and he's just so lucky that he ended up in a situation where he's getting carried by Shohei, Freddie, Mookie, Bellinger, and Seager. He's really bad. Will Smith is not that good, by the way. He's so bad. It's not even jokingly, oh yeah, like he's trash. Like this isn't a Giants fan talking trash. People say that Patrick Bailey is bad. Will Smith is just as bad, but he's being paid hundreds of millions of dollars more. So yeah, I don't want to hear the Dodgers fans talk about our farm system, but yeah. Don't jinx it. Listen, I've talked trash about them for the last few weeks. I'm willing to bet they get struck out here. Or no, does he get walked? Please tell me he doesn't get walked. Yeah, I got walked. Oh my gosh, that's trash, bro. But yeah, they're going to bring in Diaz for a 4-out save. Hopefully, Edwin Diaz won't turn into a freaking pastry chef in the middle of this damn thing. But yeah. There's activity outside. My bad, y'all. All right. I mean, I think, yeah. Farhan's catching track record. Oakland, he traded Jonah Heim away to Texas. That's bad because Jonah Heim was pretty damn good. He bought Austin Barnes in LA. He's trash too. He traded Joey Bart away. Joey Bart actually ended up being a respectable catcher. Patrick Bailey is the only thing Farhan has done with catcher. I mean, Patrick Bailey, I'll say this all the time. Patrick Bailey has struggles, okay? Every player has struggles. But the fact that this dude is fucked up, sorry. The dude has messed up so much with catchers. Jonah Heim is a really good backstop. I like Jonah Heim a lot as a player. I mean, Austin Barnes, again, trash, okay? Joey Bart's actually another respectable catcher. He figured it out eventually. And honestly, I would have liked to have him as a backup with some pop. I mean, then look at like Patrick Bailey. I mean, Patrick Bailey has had flashes. He's played well. It's just he's gotten unlucky at times. And I really just, again, if Patrick Bailey is not a great catcher, then Will Smith is trash. Seriously. But yeah. Anyway, we're just waiting for the bottom of the 8th. Just hoping Edwin Diaz can come in and make a save because this is not a great situation. Damn. Shoot. All right. I mean, Farhan was obsessed with Max Muncy once he left the A's and worked for LA, had the Dodgers trade Muncy. So weird. No, it's bizarrely weird. I mean, Max Muncy is not that good. I'm just keeping it real. Max Muncy is not that good. Farhan thought Darren Ruff could be his next Max Muncy. Probably. Because Darren Ruff was also just like, woof. Like, honestly, like Max Muncy, again, he's not actually that good. Max Muncy, he's trash. Again, I'll keep it real. Let me just look up Max. Keep it real about the dude. He's just not good. Like, I don't want to hear a damn thing about how good he is at this or that. He's not actually that good. He's carried by a roster. I want to be clear. He gets carried all the damn time. Like, no joke. 1-0 count, bottom of the 8th. Farhan has said in all of his interviews, So glad he's gone. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just get rid of the dude. He was so bad. Like, I was so happy when he was gone. So because the thing is, this dialogue we all have now on this show and on Giant Sports Talk Live and everywhere else, we couldn't have this dialogue about the Giants like, oh, yeah, we could do this next year or this could happen next year because we all knew Farhan would probably find a way to screw it up. Nasty slider. 1-2 count, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. I mean, again, I'll say it again. Like, if Muncy, yeah. Tell that to Mad Bum. Listen, I really don't care about whatever the hell Max Muncy did like once, like 5 years ago. He had one. Okay, thank God the inning's over. Okay. Edwin Diaz got that man out. Thank God. All right. Nimmo, Alonso, and Marte will take care of the next. I'm just going to do the stream until the inning is over. Can't stand Kike. I mean, again, Kike Hernandez is always carried. Like, all these guys that are like supposedly Dodgers farm system players are all carried by superstars. Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager, guys like, not to mention guys like Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani. All of these guys have all been carried. Justin Turner is another guy that's trash, and everyone gives him credit. Like, I don't care what anybody says about these guys or how they're great farmhand players. They're trash. The only reason why they get any credit is because they're Dodgers players. We have practically the exact same thing. Like, yeah, Pages, Ohtani Betts up in the 9th. I mean, yeah. Okay, there we go. Diaz is going to have to close them out. But seriously, like, I mean this every single time I say this. Like, when I look at our farm system, I look at their farm system. I say this all the time. Like, they're not actually a great farm system team. They've produced one farm system player ever that stayed with them consistently and been a great player, and that's playoff Kershaw. Other than that, Bellinger left, Seager left. They didn't want to play with the Dodgers anymore because they knew it wouldn't get them anywhere. I mean, look around at all these other players. Justin Turner, not good. All right? Max Muncy is not actually that good. All right? Will Smith, trash. Chris Taylor, trash. Like, I really want to emphasize this. But yeah, homegrown players that they have are Kershaw, Will Smith, Outman, Lux, Pages. They've had to spend and trade to make these guys to make this team. I mean, yeah, exactly. Clayton Kershaw is the only good player on that team that I'll give respect to, because every other one of these guys isn't actually that good. Look at his contract, Ed. Whose contract, Ed? I'm actually wondering whose contract are we talking about, but tell me in a minute. But anyway, the homegrown players that they have, I seriously compare them to our own homegrown players, and I don't see much of a difference. Other than Ramos, who's the obvious outsider, Patty, who's another guy. Like, have they actually developed players better than anybody else in the league? Like, the media props it up like they do? They haven't really. Because all those guys actually aren't that good. I mean, seriously, I really don't want to hear any of the Dodger like propaganda from the media anymore. I heard this headline yesterday: Dodgers overcome haters and adversity to make it to this. Yes, no one has ever doubted you, ever. Everyone knows you have the talent to win. The only thing we point out is how they are so like choky in the playoffs. Dodgers farm system is overrated. They trade all of their prospects that are highly rated, then they don't pan out for the other team. Exactly. Seriously, I want Edman for the Giants. I mean, Edman's not bad. He's okay. I mean, yeah. But yeah, seriously, like the Dodgers, I mean, yeah. Look at what they traded away. Gray, Ruiz, Verdugo, Mitch White, Caleb Ferguson, Michael Bush. These guys aren't that good. Only Yordan Alvarez is the guy they traded that became a guy. Exactly. I mean, Yordan Alvarez wasn't even expected to be great too. And he ended up being death, destroyer of worlds. I mean, John Gray. I mean, was John Gray? Is that who we're talking about, John Gray? Urias, but he got into trouble. I mean, yeah, Urias is a famous respecter of his wife, Urias. But yeah. Will Smith hits fifth. I mean, yeah, that dude's, again, he's trash. He's not actually that good. The dude's batting .091 in the playoffs. That's like one hit out of 30. Oh, Josiah Gray. Okay, I don't even know who that is. Grand Admiral. That's the point, though. Gray, Ruiz, Verdugo, White, Ferguson, and Michael Bush. Are any of those guys actually good? I'm just asking. Yeah. They fleeced the Red Sox and the Nationals. Exactly. The Red Sox and the Nationals got absolutely taken for their lunch money by the Dodgers. Like, come on. It's not even a joke. That's why I say, like, when people say, oh, yeah, like the Dodgers, like, I know people have joked about me doing this. Playoffs don't determine how good a player is. Too small of a sample size. I know it's a too small of a sample size, but look at all the other players that are doing well with a small sample size. I get it that playoffs aren't exactly the biggest sample size to determine how great a player is necessarily. But look at, like, I don't know, Fernando Tatis Jr. Again, he did choke in the last 2 games. That's fair. But look at, like, Lindor or any of these other guys. I mean, look at Lindor or any of the other guys. I mean, come on. The Dodgers traded Keibert Ruiz, Josiah Gray for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner, and they traded Connor Wong and Alex Verdugo for Mookie Betts. I mean, that's insane, man. Keibert Ruiz and Josiah Gray are, okay, I'm not going to say bums. Keibert Ruiz isn't terrible, but he's not that good. Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. Max Scherzer is a Hall of Famer, and Trey Turner is a guy who is like one of the best shortstops in baseball. Maybe not defensively, but offensively he's good. And then look at, like, Connor Wong and Alex Verdugo for Mookie Betts. I don't even know why the hell they traded Mookie Betts. I don't know why the heck they traded Mookie Betts for a bag of popcorn. Like, seriously. Alex Verdugo is not good for the Yankees. Connor Wong has not been great either. The Betts traded included them picking up David Price, the David Price contract. Oh my gosh, that was such a joke contract. But David Price was okay for the Boston Red Sox. Dodgers have won the division consistently over the last decade. They are doing something good. It sucks, but gotta acknowledge that they're getting it done. Yeah, they're getting it done by spending billions of dollars on superstars. Other than Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, and along with the arms they bought, like Glasnow and their one guy in Kershaw, what has been their system? Their farm system has not been that good. I want to sincerely put it that way. Like, yes, they are a good team. I want to mention that. I really do mean this. They are a good team, but why are they a good team? It's not because the media is saying, "Oh yeah, they're actually really good at developing players as well as buying players." No, there's only one good player that they've developed over the past 10 years besides Seager and Bellinger, and they don't even play for him anymore. The only 2 player that's still consistently on their roster that is really good is Clayton Kershaw. And Kershaw is a playoff choker. So, yeah. Betts trade was supposed to be a 3-team trade for Brusdar Graterol. I was supposed to go back to Boston, but somehow the Twins sent him to LA instead. I mean, yeah, that's very strange. Tatis was making contract. Hate to say it, but Dodgers defense made some good plays. That's fair, actually, yeah. So what have they spent? Their farm has allowed them to trade excellent MLB players. Yeah, but keep it real. I always hear from the media, oh yeah, the Dodgers are fantastic at farm system development. They're great at developing players. Are their players that they develop actually any good? Not really. Chris Taylor, trash. Justin Turner, trash. Max Muncy, trash. Will Smith is terrible, and he's being paid $240 million. I don't want to hear a thing about how, like, oh, yeah, they're actually good at developing. They're not. They just spend a lot of money and say that. But yeah, the homegrown arms the Dodgers had are trash. Urias peaked early. Buehler's injury prone. Gonsolin May are also injury prone. Sheenan, Stone, Ryan are overrated. Kershaw is an old choke. Listen, yes. Oh, what a freaking slide from Pete Alonso. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, Stone is not that good. Bobby Miller is also trash. I want to say that sincerely. And yes, Buehler was actually good that 1 year for them against the Nationals, but Dave Roberts mismanaged the bullpen, so everything's terrible for him. But yeah, Gonsolin and May are also injury prone. But yeah, and Kershaw, we all know the memes. But yeah, Padres had that series in a sweep. Dylan Cease crapped his pants. Yeah, Dylan Cease was horrible that series. He was not good. Anthony Rendon's contract, only 2 more years absorbing his contract for prospects, proven players that will show the fan base owners that are not care about saving money. Listen, I think the problem with the Rendon idea that you're proposing, Ed, is that the particular thing is that Rendon is like, it's not just about him being a clubhouse cancer. Those 2 years are very expensive. And on top of that, what do the Angels have for us? Yeah, they have some prospects, but they don't have that many great players. And as Grant Admiral said, you'd have to give me like Ben Joyce or one of the other guys to just get rid of him. Tinfoil Theory, the Dodgers are paying the media and the scouts to make their farm system seem really good. No, it's just like the thing is, the Dodgers are just really good at PR. That's my opinion. They're just really good at PR and getting people to listen to them. Turner was a good player? Not really, though. Was he a good player? He was batting like in the freaking like 7th hole. He wasn't great. The Dodgers developed Kershaw, Seager, Bellinger, and Will Smith. Not bad. Will Smith is not that good. I really mean that when I say that. Oh, and that is another run scored. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, Marte isn't as fast as he used to be. Seager doesn't play for the Dodgers anymore. Neither does Bellinger. Listen, I know those guys are good players, but they aren't as good as they used to be. Especially like Bellinger and Seager in particular were playing so badly for the Dodgers in their playoff runs. They were known for striking out, especially against what's his name, Strasburg. But I really want to say this, like, Kershaw is a great player, but he's a choker. I mean this when I say this. Like, there aren't that many good homegrown players for the Dodgers. They just have all these superstars that make these homegrown players look good because they're protected by them. And the Dodgers media is just, the Dodgers social media team and their PR department are really good at making them out to be something they're not. I mean, yeah, they were always developed by the Dodgers, but that doesn't mean anything. Seager, his only World Series ring with the Dodgers came with the Rangers. His only World Series ring came with the Rangers. Bellinger hasn't won a World Series either. I mean, come on. Yeah, PR doesn't win divisions, but keep it real. Are these players actually that good if you do an objective analysis of these guys? Not really. Ned Colletti signed Justin Turner. He wasn't a homegrown Dodger. Seager, Belly, and Jordan are gone. Yeah, exactly. Jordan might be the only good player that team ever had. Sincerely, that they actually did, that they actually had. I'm doing all this to say, like, one of the things that the media always props the Dodgers up for is that they're a good farm system team, despite the fact that they sign players. So they're trying to legitimize the Dodgers and say, oh yeah, they're not actually just a evil empire that spends billions of dollars. They actually know how to develop people. Bro, Carter, I hate the Dodgers, but they win. Yeah, I understand that, Romo. But Eric, sorry, I didn't mean to be all like that. But like the thing is, I get that, and they do win, but we have to understand it's not because they're actually a great farm system team or they're actually good at developing people. It's that they buy people. Congratulations on buying people and that's how you win. Come on. Like, are they actually good at developing their teams? No. I mean, even the Yankees with Derek Jeter, they developed one of their superstars. Yes, how are they a good farm system team? Seager and Belly left that team because they didn't want to be a part of it anymore. Did they actually win anything with that team? No, they didn't. Winning the division is overrated. The Nats, Padres, and D-backs have eliminated the Dodgers. The Braves, the Cubs built real homegrown cores, and all that also eliminated the Dodgers. That's fair. They traded to get great players. Yeah, they did. But what did those trades end up being? Were they actually fruitful for both sides? I mean, the Dodgers, again, as Grand Admiral wrote, managed to get Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, and Max Scherzer for a bag of peanuts. They're not actually good at developing farm system players. They're just really good at PR and creating the notion that they're good at developing players. They're not actually good at that. Will Smith, I really want to emphasize this about Will Smith. Will Smith and Patrick Bailey have practically the same stats, and only one of them is hated on more for it. It doesn't matter who they traded. Look who they got. Exactly. So are they actually good with their own players? Or are they just really good at getting talent? Are they really good at buying talent and getting talent? Or are they actually good at making talent? Because I'm just trying to emphasize this. They're not actually that good at developing talent and creating a good team. They're just really good at using money. Of course, anything will work if you just throw money at the problem. I mean, look what the Rangers did before they actually ended up winning a World Series. The Rangers actually figured it out. They developed good talent like Evan Carter, Nathaniel Lowe, Josh Jung, and everybody else. Is it working for the Dodgers? No, because they haven't actually won a World Series. They haven't won a World Series since 1988. Yeah, they win a lot of regular season games, but does that mean anything? If you take away the Trey Turner and Mookie trades, the Dodgers aren't what they are today. It was dependent on the Nats and Red Sox stupidity. Exactly. The Nats and the Red Sox believed that the Dodgers prospects were actually good. Depends if they World Series, they win a World Series. Then yes, I consider that wording. Sorry, I'm like, depends if they win a World Series. Then yes, I'd consider that working exactly, Gar. Yeah, that if they won a World Series, I'd say yeah, they've succeeded in their devil magic. But if I'm keeping it real, they haven't actually done anything that is equatable to winning. Because what's winning? Is it being first in the division every year and winning 100 plus games? Okay, fine. But did you actually win anything? Did you win a World Series? Because they haven't won a World Series since 1988. But yeah. Yes, it's working for them. They have GK. Who the heck is GK? I mean, yeah, you can say what have they done though? Have they won anything? Have they won a World Series? They haven't won a World Series. I mean, like, I sincerely mean this with the Dodgers. I really want to be clear about the argument that I'm making. Yes, I think they are a really good team. But why they're a good team is completely different than anything else. I mean, I just don't like it when I hear from the media, oh, yeah, they're a really, really good. They have gone to the World Series. Yes, they won a bubble. Does anyone act like that actually means anything? They played 60 games. They had a lot of people opt out due to COVID. And on top of that, they had to play a warped 16-team playoff schedule. Is that actually winning a World Series when everything is going your way? I mean, not really. This team had traded Betts Price to Los Angeles for Alex Verdugo, Jeter Downs, and Connor Wong. Mookie Betts. They got Mookie Betts for a bag of pretzels, practically. Verdugo, Downs are trash. Connor Wong is a role player, although a horrible trade. Listen, they are exactly. There's only one decent player to really come out of that, and that's Connor Wong. The Dodgers won that trade easily because they managed to finesse Boston and their cheapness. I mean, if we're really keeping it real, yeah. Yes, they won the COVID series. Any team would have wanted it. Yeah, but does it actually, Moji, there have been 118 World Series. 118 World Series in the last however long the World Series has existed. Almost every single one of those years had 162 games played. Do the Dodgers suddenly win the World Series, or are they suddenly credited with the World Series? What? Because they played in a 60-game schedule with nobody with no issues in front of them. They didn't even have to play fully healthy teams. Dodgers 2 on, no outs. 2012 was before Andrew Friedman. Yeah. 2012, the Red Sox and the LA completed a 9-player trade. The Dodgers acquired Josh Beckett, Carl Crawford, Adrian Gonzalez, Nick Punto in a deal that added over $250 million in salary. The Dodgers are absorbing money is a difference between our ownership and theirs. I mean, sure, they're absorbing money, but that's just a very specific little footnote in how they do business. I mean, if we are keeping it real, that shut the hell up about the Dodgers right now. Don't jinx this, man. Come on. I'm making a point. Okay, yes, I agree. Absorbing the money is a difference. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what the details of that are, Ed. I'd appreciate a little more information, but I'll go look up that trade, actually. I'll go look that up later. Bottom of the 9th, no outs. Man on first and second. Edwin Diaz trying to make the save. They have Reed Garrett moving up in the bullpen. Tripping, bro. All right. 1-1, bottom of the 9th. 2 men on, nobody out. The Mets trying to close. He deals. And it's a check swing foul for Mookie Betts. 1-2 count. Mookie Betts. 1-2 count. He deals. And just high. And nope. Oh, apparently he got fanned. But I'm a couple minutes behind y'all right now. I think I'm like a minute behind you guys. I will dive deep and see how many teams in MLB history have had 3 MVPs on their team. You would think they'd have won a World Series. LOL. Off the top of my head, the big red machine may have 3 MVPs in the 60s Yankees. I mean, there you go. All right. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. 2 men on base. Pages and Ohtani. Manaea hoping that his team can get the save. Diaz. Top of the 9th. 1 out. 2 men on first and second. He deals to Hernandez. It's a strike. Bottom left corner. All right, 1-0 count, bottom of the 9th, 1 out, 2 men on base. He deals. It's a strike at the top of the zone, 0-2 count. Diaz, 0-2 count, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. He deals. And it's a foul ball. 99 miles per hour up and in by Edwin Diaz. Oh, 2 count, bottom of the 9th, 1 out, 2 men on first and second. Edwin Diaz, he deals, and it's just above the zone. Oh, he strikes out apparently. Again, Eric, everybody else is just pretty much ahead of me. I'll get to your thing in a second, more Katna. All right. 1-2 count, bottom of the 9th. He deals, and he strikes out swinging. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I think I'm a solid minute behind everybody else right now. All right, 0-1 count, bottom of the 9th. 2 outs on the board. Edwin Diaz getting ready from the windup. He deals, and it's just outside with a ball. All right, I'm only like 15 seconds behind apparently. All right, I'll take that. I mean, I'm a solid time behind, so I'm kind of getting delayed reactions here. And yeah. Hold on. I'll get to everything else. All right. It's game. Thank God. All right. It's game, apparently. No, Mets fans better go ape shit at Citi Field. Yes. And if they don't lose it at Citi Field, like, seriously, what are you watching baseball for? And what are you watching baseball for? Like, seriously. I mean, Diaz closed it out and did a good job. All right, here we go. Yep. Okay, there you go. He got him out. There we go. All right, now it's a series. Yep. Noji, as Emoji said, it's a series. I mean, I didn't think I'd be going for this long, y'all. I figured I'd eventually check out in a minute. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right. Sorry about that. There was some weird stuff happening in my hall, but yeah. Did the Yanks play today? Yeah. Oh, thank God. I'm so glad they did not lose this game because that would have been really bad. Okay. Diaz closes it. Man, I don't know what the heck's going on, y'all. Okay. What was my point that I was going to make? Jesus. Okay. Yeah, my point was something like, honestly, it's nothing. Y'all are drunk. Oh my gosh. Drunk. Man, there's some weird ass students here. Man. Severino has to start for the Mets? I mean, probably. I mean, he would be probably the best option. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. He would probably be a guy I would be inclined to say would probably start. I mean, like, Iglesias, Manaya and Kodai Senga have gone. Iglesias had a great game though, so I'm wondering, I think they might go Iglesias. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, with the two left-handed hitters being as dangerous as they are, they might go Iglesias, but either one would work. I'm just wondering how good Sevy will do. But yeah, I honestly didn't expect to be on this long. I think I'm about to I think I'm done right here, but anybody have anything else to say? Any things to add? Anything you want me to talk about? Because, I think if I'm getting tired to a point, like, I'm not sure if I want to keep going. Yash Yamash is another pitcher to check out. Okay. I mean, that's y'all conversation, but I'm getting a little tired, y'all. I'm probably going to go just chill out, maybe do some stuff. I've got some schoolwork to do. So, all right. I'll see y'all later. It's good talking to you guys. Good talking to y'all about sports. To you, Eric, to Morkatna, Moji, Johnny, all the guys who have been here this entire time. Skaters, who was here earlier. Go check him out. And yeah, I'm going to say this. Go check out Eric and Glenn later tonight. Check out Shark Tank. Not Shark Tank. What am I talking about? This isn't the freaking game show. Check out Shark Bite. Check out all the shows related to our sports here at Northern Lights and Sports and Entertainment. And everyone, it's been a long day, but see ya.
You've been watching the Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network, a Northern Lights Entertainment broadcasting station.